Hello, welcome to Mina's Bookshelf. Today we're taking a look at a new Oracle deck published by US Games. It's the Familiar Field Oracle by Hannah Elizabeth Fofana. She is the creator of this beautiful field tarot. It's been out for a while and it's one of my favorites, especially during the warmer months of the year. US Games has been so gracious to send me a review copy of this deck, and I'm so happy to share with you the many reasons why I love it so much. Let's take a look at the box. It comes in, it's a two-part hard box with a beautiful artwork in the front and a preview of the artwork in the back as well. Inspired by the animal kingdom, Familiar Field Oracle guides us through the spiritual realm to connect with the delightful creatures that inhabit the world. The 60 familiar animal archetypes from the land, sea, and sky help you through your personal journeys and support your daily practices of mindfulness, communication, magic, and introspection. Familiar Field Oracle is designed as an intuitive, easy to read tool with 3 descriptive keywords on each card for quick interpretation, while also allowing room for exploration and deeper meaning. The Familiar Field Oracle can easily be read on its own or in combination with the Field Tarot. It's the perfect companion oracle, and I'm so happy that I finally have a matching oracle for this deck. The art is I would say it's the vectographic art, beautiful, colorful. Let's take a look inside. This is a two-part hard box. The deck comes with a little guidebook with this beautiful animal print on the cover. The artwork doesn't have any pictures. It comes in black and white, and the messages are very concise, to the point. So the whole deck, the whole presentation is very streamlined. Let's take a look at the introduction. The Familiar Field Oracle is a 60-card deck inspired by the animal kingdom and the connection we share with the creatures of this earth. In European folklore, familiars were believed to be supernatural entities, traditionally animals. They would assist witches and cunning folk in their practice of magic. This deck brings together creatures from the land, sky, and waters to support you in your practices of magic, mindfulness, relationships, introspection, or whatever you may choose to seek guidance in. I love the fact that the guidebook is so streamlined, so accessible, so easy to read, even if the illustrations are missing. But let's take a look at what else the guidebook has to offer. There are a few spreads. There's one in particular that I like. So we have the single card pool, of course, the 3-card spread for past, present, and future, situation, action, outcome, and so on. We have a year ahead spread with the months of the year, 13 cards. And then there should be one for the significator, or maybe not. I normally include a 13 card for the significator here. And then we have the Familiar Field spread with 4 cards. And we'll do the spread at the end so I can show you how to use the deck. Now, if you go on, you will find some considerations about the categories, the group the animals belong to, which spheres of the animal kingdom: land, water, and sky. The animals are not listed in alphabetical orders or numerical order. They are grouped by, let's say, element, by realm they come from, the land, the sky, or the water, but they are listed in alphabetical order within each of their realms. At the end, we also have some information about the creator. Hannah Elizabeth Fofana is a graphic designer and artist from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Her lifelong love for all things tarot led her to create her first deck, the Field Tarot, which was inspired by many elements of her own life. The Familiar Field Oracle naturally followed to further explore her love of nature and the animal kingdom. These are the cards. And these are the backings. I mean, I'm not big on reptiles, but I really love the way the creator did the backing. I love to see the scales of the snake skin, and I love the colors, the green, the blues. The oracle is not in order anymore because I've been using it. I use it a lot also for personal readings for other people, and the reaction, the feedback was fantastic. But I have reorganized the cards in such a way that we will go through the land animals first, and then I think I did the water and then the air. There's a predominance of animals in the land realm, and that's okay. I think that there's a nice diversification of animals, nothing too exotic, nothing too out of the ordinary, very approachable animals. But what makes this deck um, so easy to use, so eye pleasing is certainly the vectographic art that Mrs. Fofana used for the artwork, the color pattern, beautiful, bright, vivid colors, and the very useful keywords that we have on each of the cards. I'm going to pull out also the field tarot just to give you an idea of the size of the deck. The cards are pretty much the same size, I would say, maybe a hair shorter, but just a hair. They're so similar in size that I had initially thought of actually mixing the oracle cards with the tarot cards and get just this fantastic jumbo deck where we can have not only the arcana from the tarot but also the symbology of the animal kingdom, the animal totems. So if you know me and know my channel, you will probably notice that I do connect a lot with animal energy, with spirit, animal totem, animal familiar. So for me, this is a deck that brings a lot of joy. It brings a lot of joy on different aspects, starting from the visual aspect that is so eye pleasing with all these beautiful colors, these bright images, very positive, very bright. Look at these magnificent colors. And also the tactile experience. This deck is printed on that beautiful US Games cardstock that is matte with a little bit of sheen, a little bit of coating that feels like waxy to the touch. The cards are thin but very resilient, very flexible, and it's a pleasure to shuffle this deck. At the end of the walkthrough, we'll go through the cards, we'll shuffle them, we'll pull a card to read from the guidebook, and then I'll do the familiar field spread for you to show you how it reads, how well it reads. Okay, so we have a giraffe with keywords foresight, aspiration, and individuality. Defense, boundaries, and detachment for the armadillo. So we are in the land animals category. The peacock, passion, pride, desirability. The hare, spontaneity, anxiety, fear. So do you see that there's a nice combination of more positive and more, let's say, challenging keywords. So this deck can cover a wide range of energies, of emotions, of situations. It's not just a good-looking deck, an eye-pleasing deck with positive affirmations. Absolutely not. This is like a great tool for divinatory readings, or for the usual use of significator cards for the energy of the person that inquires, or as a final thought that gives a synthesis to the reading you're doing. But it's very versatile. Then we have the elephant with stability, confidence, and memory. Pig with affluence, fortune, and intelligence. Camel with travel, stamina, and service. Dog with loyalty, affection, companionship. The bear with protection, courage, and rest. It's a deck that you can use even without consulting the guidebook every time, especially if you're a tarot reader that makes a lot of reading, that reads for other people, who probably has a channel and wants to do, monthly or zodiac energy check-ins, that sort of reading. It's so nice to have a deck, that a card that provides also some keywords that you can use to come up with your interpretation of the cards. So the goat is conquering vitality, new heights, and unity, teamwork, burden. So you see there is a light aspect and a shadow aspect reflected in the keywords. We have the rhinoceros with force, stronghold, and barriers. The sting with instinct, nobility, and sensuality. The kangaroo with family, direction, and energy. The raccoon with ingenuity, disguise, and resourcefulness. The panda with solitude, tranquility, contentment. The snake with mystery, healing, and rebirth. The rooster with resurrection, optimism, and spotlight. The fox with mischief, agility, and cleverness. The leopard with power, swiftness, and ambition. Cat with curiosity, autonomy, and magic. The lion with strength, authority, and courage. Then we have the monkey with knowledge, laughter, and bonding. The spider with creativity, manifestation, and details. The sloth with relaxation, composure, indifference. The impala with intensity, vigilance, and speed. And the worm with vibration, regeneration, and simplicity. Still in the land category, land animals, we have the zebra with uniqueness, expression, resistance. The mouse with focus, conservation, modesty. The chameleon with patience, adaptability, and change. And the wolf with wildness, leadership, kinship. The cow with fertility, nurture, and abundance. And now we move in the water animals. Look at this beautiful card. It's probably one of my favorite. I mean, they're all my favorite, but this one is particularly striking because of the colors. I love this artwork. I really do. Endurance, longevity, evolution. The penguin with devotion, sociability, and order. The jellyfish with entanglement, feeling, pain. The walrus with support, friendship, compliance. The crab with growth, trust, security. The otter with play, gathering, joy. And the crocodile with aggression, waiting, awareness. Flamingo, keywords grace, balance, and vibrancy. The swan, a demi-swan actually here because it's all alone, with love, allure, and purity. Then we have the octopus with skill, expansion, and chaos. The frog with voice, progress, cleansing. Then we have subconscious and emotions and fluidity for the fish. We have magnificence, compassion, and history for the orca whale. Then we have the seahorse with sacrifice, caretaking, and rigidity. The stingray with suppression, calibration, and flow. And the beaver with persistence, planning, and creation. Very relatable animals. Truth, influence, and communication for the parrot. We are in the air animals category. Butterfly with transformation, beauty, and hope. The eagle with freedom, perspective, and victory. The crow with clarity, destiny, clairvoyance. The owl with wisdom, learning, and transition. The fly with frustration, survival, and impurity. So we have more, let's say, brighter and more positive and more optimistic kind of energies, and also more challenging, more shadowy, more challenging energies represented in this deck. We have the bat with insight, sensitivity, and darkness. The firefly with guidance, wandering dreams. The vulture with cycles, opportunities, and distress. The bee with community, work, and harmony. The dragonfly, focus, with illusion, lightness, and shifting. And the ladybug with luck, positivity, and happiness. A great deck all around. It feels solid, it feels complete, it feels versatile. It's a deck that you can use for general reading, for love and relationships, for well being, career, finances. You can use it everything for every kind of reading, and for different kind of readers, because of the beautiful artwork. This is so approachable. The reaction will really be very positive, whomever you read for with this deck. I'm going to shuffle it. I'm going to do a hand over hand shuffle. Very easy to shuffle. The cardstock is pretty flexible. We'll read one from the guidebook, and we're going to read the frog. Keywords: voice, progress, and cleansing. So we are in the water animals realm. The fact that the animals are divided by realms might make it a little more difficult for somebody to go and look for the meaning in the guidebook, because there's no way to trace the card based on let's say a numerical order, because there's no number on the cards. It will just involve a little bit of searching. Maybe you can color code the pages of the guidebook in such a way that you can easily open the book at the category you're looking for. So I'm looking for water, and I know that it's the last category. So for water, we have a little introduction here in the beginning. The water guides are creatures that call home to the deep ocean, winding rivers, chilling swamps, blissful beaches, and serene lakes. To consider, these aquatic creatures closely share their symbolism with that of the water element. They teach us how to move with the flow of life, and guide us, most notably, in our emotional endeavor. So you know that the guidance that you're going to receive from this animal totem, from this animal familia, is something that's probably going to give you an uplifting, guiding, eye-opening message regarding your emotion. So we're looking for the frog, and we're going in alphabetical order here. So the frog represents speaking your truth, and comes to you in a time when your voice needs to be heard. Let the spirit guide you in a time of growth and transformation, just as the tadpole makes the transition from water to land and tadpole to frog. What truth needs to be spoken for you to make the leap forward or start something new? What negative energy needs to be left behind as you do so? So, great card. Great starting point for a meditation, for a self-exploration. Not all the messages in the guidebooks end with a question. This is one of the very few, but certainly another great way to use the deck. Self-exploration, meditation, journaling, asking yourself questions, meditating on yourself, or even just simply getting guidance, answers, reading the energy of a particular situation you're inquiring about. It looks great with the field tarot, the companion tarot deck, of course, because of the beautiful artwork. They're very consistent with each other, and as I said before, they're so similar in size that if you don't mind a jumbo deck, you could actually mix the whole oracle deck, or few of the cards from the oracle deck, with the tarot, and make a big chunky tarot deck that offers some additional cards as well. Now let's try. I'm gonna move the camera down a little bit, and we're gonna try the spread. It's called the Familiar Field Spread. Created uniquely for this Oracle deck, this spread is useful for goal-oriented question or when you would like to dive deeper into a conflict for which you want to find resolution. So I'm going to cut the deck in three. And the first card is the familiar. What animal is acting as my main guide throughout this journey? I already did this reading and it was very enlightening. It really gave me a very nice, very deep, thoughtful snapshot of my life right now. But let's see what we get right now. It might be some messages for other people that are watching this video right now might come through. So we have the bat, insight, sensitivity, and darkness. So right now, uh, you might be relying on your intuition because you are, so to speak, in the dark. You don't know exactly where you're going. Your ability to see which direction you're taking is pretty limited, so you're really trusting your intuition. To leave behind what energy is no longer serving me. And we have the raccoon, ingenuity, disguise, resourcefulness. So this card reminds me a lot of the Seven of Swords in the Tarot, the self-sabotage, the imposter syndrome, the lack of confidence, the inability to really believing in your own ability, capabilities, and skills, having to sometimes to use some, let's say, stratagemas, strategies that are not exactly they don't show a lot of integrity, for example. So this is an energy that you can leave behind. The hunt. What strategy can I use to effectively reach my prey, which is attain my goal? And we got the fly. Frustration, survival, impurity. Frustration. This is a very difficult card. Let's read from the guidebook. How can this, it sounds to me more like actually these two cards should be switched. Is the frustration, that is an energy that I would rather leave behind, and the ingenuity instead as a strategy that I need to embrace to achieve my goals. Actually, this it makes more sense this way. Um, let's read it from the guidebook though, because that's a very interesting card. Let's see what the guidebook says. Oops. Fly is in the air element, sky. Fly. The fly is extremely scrappy and will find a way to survive in even the worst conditions. Though this persistence can sometimes be obnoxious, it serves as a reminder to push through and make the best out of a sticky situation. Because this insect is often attracted to decay and stagnation, it may indicate that your path is becoming stale and there is need for a change in your current routine or scenery. So it definitely this card seems to answer my question, what energy to leave behind. Let's read it from the raccoon as the energy that you need to embrace, the new strategy that you need to embrace. We are in with the raccoon in the land realm. The raccoon is a master of getting what he wants through creative problem solving and cleverness. This skilled creature of the night is sometimes associated with deception and trickery, and often goes unseen as his scavengers. Be on the lookout for concealed truth. Unstoppable curiosity can be a powerful motivator to achieve what you seek out, what you set out to do, but it can also easily lead to mischief and shenanigans. So, very interesting. It seems though that this is a message that makes a lot of sense, these cards together. So maybe I'm talking to somebody in particular. Back to the spread. Let's see. The fourth card is the energy to embody. What energy will my higher self take on once I attain my goal? And the card that we have is the kangaroo, family, direction, and energy. Beautiful. So let's see from the guidebook. What is this energy? The kangaroo. The energy that you will embrace once you make this energetic shift in your life. Kangaroo. The kangaroo is famous for carrying offspring around in its pouch, giving it strong symbolic ties to family and the protection of loved ones. The hind legs carry the majority of the animal's weight and strength, giving it the ability to cover significant ground in a single leap. Channel the powerful energy of the kangaroo when you're on the move and want to make giant leaps forward along your path. Right, beautiful, beautiful